In this video, I'm going to share exactly how to turn your job search around, even if it feels like nothing is working and you feel you're being completely overlooked. The 7 steps I'm going to share with you today is the steps that I teach inside Jumpstart that is running right now, and it's the same ones my clients use to go from ghosted and stuck in a job search for up to 9 months to landing the dream jobs in less than 6 weeks. These 7 steps have been working for women in HR, in talent acquisition, in operations, even when the market was tough, and even when they applied for dozens of jobs with no response. So if you want to land a job that feels right for you, one that matches your value, your voice, your visions, and your biggest dreams, then this framework will show you exactly how to do it. I call it the job of your dreams framework. It's the framework I teach inside the Jumpstart program. And if I had to start my job search today, this is exactly what I would do. Hey, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Camilla, and I help women leaders land their dream jobs, have more time freedom, and be paid what they're worth by regulating their emotions, master business energetics, and remember how powerful they are. With this, let's start with step number 1. And trust me, most people skip this step entirely. Step number 1, your job search process, is to get crystal clear on what you're truly good at. I would get crystal clear on what truly lights me up. The more you do something that you love, the easier it is for you to be successful. So before sending out any application, get crystal clear on what you love doing, who you want to serve, and who you want to set up for success. So my question to you is, what is it that you truly love doing? When you do something that lights you up, it gets fun, it gets easy, and it's so easy for you to pitch yourself because you are matched with what you love creating. Most people, when they reach out to me, they cannot name what they love doing. We were doing a private event yesterday, and some of the students said, I'm still figuring out what I love doing. But figuring out, then you come from the ego mind. What you love doing comes from the heart. So allow yourself to drop into your heart and feel, what is it that I love doing? Like my body is responding. That is so important, that you come from your heart. That is also a job for you when you come from your heart. Because when you come from your heart, it's so easy to connect with the people that you want to serve. They need you on their team. So it's about finding out what you truly love doing. And here are 3 prompts I would answer. What I'm really good at, what do I enjoy doing? Because what I'm really good at and enjoy doing does not have to be the same fit, right? And then, why does it matter to the business I want to work for? It's all about pitching your value so that you can help your dream hiring manager get from where he is in pain to where he want to be in the future. Step number 2, I would cut out, and I've done it years ago, but I would, if I hadn't done it yet, I would cut out the noise. I was hesitating creating this video because there are so many videos on YouTube about how to find your next dream job. But there's one thing that got me to still wanting to create this video, and that is a lot of people come from lower level energy. Cut out any channel, any video, any podcast where they vibrate on a lower level frequency. If you surround yourself with negative people, guess what you get more of? Negativity, and you get more negative. What you want to do is to find tribes that vibrate on a higher level of frequency, so that when you start your job search in the morning, it's like, I am on fire, I am here, I want to create, I want to find my dream hiring manager. When you come from that level of frequency, more ideas come to you. That's why cutting the noise is so important. And also, if you do not cut the noise, what happens is that you let other people's fears be your fears. In Jumpstart, we actually had a conversation about that. And there was someone who believed there was no job for her. And I asked, where does that belief come from? Is it from you? Is it from your parents? And she said, no, it was from a previous colleague. That's how easy we can absorb and adopt other people's limiting beliefs. And I don't want that to happen for you. So surround yourself with people who vibrate on a high level of frequency, because you will feel more inspired and take more inspired actions, the right actions that will get you closer to where you want to be next, your dream job. Step number 3, and this is so deep, and a mentor of mine reminded of the tool I'm going to share with you. She said, stop counting score midway. What does that mean? Ooh, my body's responding now. Most people count score after 1 no, after 10 no's, but the game is not over. The game is only over once you landed that dream job. So stop counting score until the game is over. Everything I'm sharing with you in this video, I also apply that in my own business. I don't count my students until the course is over. That was not me some years ago. When people were not signing up at a specific date, that's why I counted score. And it's so wrong, because it gets you in the rabbit hole, a lot of negativity, and you just spiral downwards, but actually you want to go up, right? So stop counting the score until the game is over. Step number 4. And it also supports very much like what you're really good at. Step number 1. What is it that you truly want? Not just a job. Many people say, I just want a job. And they apply for that job and that job and that job. But it's not the same that you are a match. I remember when I was looking for a dream job, my next dream job. I was in transition. I was a single mom. My baby was 15 months old or so. And I just applied. And I applied and applied and I applied. And I was a perfect candidate for a lot of jobs. But those jobs did not meet my salary point. And some of the jobs were not really meeting my dreams either. And what I realized afterwards is that not only did I waste time, but I was not sure what I wanted. But when you do not know what you want, you will get somewhere. The question is just where. What happens is that you will end up being disappointed. You will end up in a job that doesn't serve you. No, it's scary. I have been there, and I teach my clients to own their dreams. But when you start owning your dream, when you start owning and understanding that you're the only captain in your life and not letting others decide what you should do, then you take full responsibility, and then you feel in your body, this is really the job that is a match for me. I'm just about to catapulting out of the seat, out of the chair, because it's so important to honor yourself, to give yourself the permission to say, this is what I truly want to create. This is a job that sets me up for more joy, more happiness, and more freedom. Let me give you a few examples so you can understand this concept. For example, if I enjoyed marketing, there would be products that would go against my values. For example, smoking or drinking. Yes, I could do marketing, but it wouldn't really put my heart on fire. And when things do not put your heart on fire, you do not show up with your best capacity, and you do not really perform as good as you can. So it's about finding out, what is it that I truly enjoy doing? Is that gardening? Is it healthcare? What type of healthcare product do you really enjoy selling or market? If I would quit being an entrepreneur, I would say, okay, I love working with other people. I love helping other people unleash their full potential. I love helping people have more time freedom. The audience is great because it can be sports, it can be kids, it can be divorced families, it can be families. So the question I would ask myself, what audience or dream clients would put my heart on fire? I would take that path and would reach out to businesses and organizations who would be in that space where my dream clients are. Yeah, so can you see how important it is to take time out to nail what job you want and who you want to serve? The clearer your job search, the clearer your goal, the better filters you have, the better results. Step number 5. We live in a world with AI. Yes, there are many job seekers who do not use AI. I've been using AI in my business for 5 years now. Knowing how AI supports me, I would, and I still do that with private clients, I would load job postings through AI and say, okay, AI, tell me what are some of the key words that I should use in my application, in my covering letter, and what are some of the very powerful questions I could ask. If you're part of Jumpstart, you know that we have a resource called the 88 powerful questions that you can ask that would help you ace any interview. That's a power questions you want to practice and rehearse so that you show up as a peer rather than an interviewee or as a candidate. So own your results and start playing with AI. Step number 5. And this is something we double down on in Jumpstart and also in the ball that we are launching in September, is that of practicing being her when she has a job. And here's a trick. When you do not know what role you really want, who is that next version of you? Who is that next version of you when you do not know what job you want? But what I know now to be true is that everything is energy. And I say this for love. The reason why you haven't landed your dream job is that you're not a match for that yet. Otherwise, that job would have been in your world. Who do you have to become to have that dream job? So that's what I would do. How does she write? How does she express herself? In interviews, I would walk in, right, as that peer who already has the job. And in Jumpstart yesterday, we had a guest speaker and she was sharing how she prepared it. And she walked in as that version who already had the job. She didn't have the job, but in her mind's eye, she had the job. It's so, so powerful. So step number 7, hold the energy all day long. Be that version of you who has the job. Right now, you may be triggered because there's darkness, you don't have the job. And I get it, I've been there. And we all have darkness in our life at times, right? But it's about not letting the darkness define us, but let the future define us, okay? And that gets me to go back to step number 3. Don't count score until the game is over. And you decide when the game is over. And in that way, you hold your energy high, you hold your frequency high, you will walk differently, you will talk differently, you will just carry yourself differently. That was the end of my video. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. Give it a like, hit subscribe, hit the bell button so that you get notified every time I post a new video that might interest you. And if you want to know how to ace any conversation as a trusted advisor, watch the video here.